Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Papal States campaign. Last time around we fought first down at the bridge at the Battle of Orleans in November of 1810. We even got a battle marker, as I just showed, and we also got a battle marker for the second battle, which was down here, the Battle of Northern Italy, November 1810. Since then, I've gone ahead and started to try and continue with my plan. So we've got Pompeo Gambrelli's army moving through the north and it's about to attack Kessel up here. At the same time, I left Italy unguarded and has actually ferried the Papal States Guard army down to Greece. We've liberated Greece as their own kingdom. Now we're gonna board a ship. We're gonna head Constantinople. We're gonna bring that in and hand it over to the Greeks, and then we're gonna continue through here. We'll see where the Papal States army end up. But what I'm thinking is we'll move up to Bucharest and then head towards Belgrade and this way. At the same time, as there's probably going to take quite a turns to do all those maneuvers, I'm hoping that Gambrelli will be done here, secure this, and then possibly be able to cut through here and go through. But we'll see. That is... oh yeah, I think this one in December of 1810. Yeah, this one was after the end turn, or after the end turn, after the video was over. I did a battle here because, I mean, the French, as much as I've limited the possibility of recruiting troops, they still have centers of recruitment where they can get the basic troops for their armies, like the light troops and the standard grenadiers, and also then German troops like the Nassau Grenadiers here. So they can still get troops here, and they're going to continue sending them constantly. And so if I'm bogged down showing you on video all the troops getting killed here, we'll get nowhere fast. So I kind of skipped that battle there. And also, before I go ahead and end turn, and we actually have some moves to make, we're gonna name a new unit. So we got a new member, and Matthew Majorovsky, which works perfect. So I'm gonna type out this unit as the 1st Infantry then. Major. That looks fine. Unfortunately, I've already told you this, but there's not that many different units. I'm trying to spice it up here that, I kind of realized when I was doing sort of last bit highlight reels for the Grenadiers, I was like, they all look exactly the same. Is anyone even gonna be able to tell if I sort of mess up and show another unit's action at the end? So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit here. So we gave a militia unit to one guy, cannon to another. Now we're gonna add a normal line infantry to one of the members. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and end turn and see what the enemy does. Hopefully I'll be unimpeded going for my objectives. How wonderful! My maneuvers were not impeded, and as of yet no one has gone for attacking my undefended homeland right now. Gonna go ahead and send this army over there. I just need one more turn before I can strike here. Now hopefully I'm not intercepted and I can actually get to attack the town, finishing this in one battle. That's the hope anyways. As we take it, I could make it a vassal, but I'm sure the Prussians just gonna go ahead and attack it and take it over. So we might as well go ahead and give it to the Prussians immediately. But yes, we need to end turn before we can move further. And my ruse continues to work. The enemy has not entered into our current occupied lands, so we are safe to continue our mischievous work. So we're going to go ahead and start by just maneuvering this force into position so that it can go ahead and land its troops right next to Constantinople. We've got some merchants. It almost looks, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know what this is, some kind of bugged unit, but it reminds me of like those units when you move the diplomats and merchants and whatnot in Medieval 2 or the early Total War games, where you move them around as a single character. Rome 1 had that as well. This is probably some kind of... This is some bug in, you know, I guess the Turkish populace rising up against the French. But soon it'll be Greek. So, right, let's back to the north, and I mean, they've got a sizable garrison, old guard, nasty units, but we're gonna strike anyways. Also, did have... Okay, we got intercepted. That was what I was worried about. The good thing about this is almost all cavalry. We got Chasseurs Cheval de la Garde. That's a pretty good unit. And then 3 units of cuirassiers. We also have what I think is the Emperor's Dragoons. Dragoons de la Garde, Dragoon, the Imperatrice, or however you want to pronounce that. And then some lighter units. The Alsace light cavalry. First Chasseurs Cheval Alsace. Lots of cavalry. Those are usually not a problem. However, we do have the Old Guard, Chasseur, Old Guard, and Young Guard. So there's a lot of guard units in this. The thing is, all of these will be reinforcing. So if I can move quickly to try and destroy them as they come in, we can get this over with pretty quickly. Now, to continue on the thought that I started off this sentence with, or this idea, was that I was thinking about, because YouTube keeps pestering me about sort of, hey, you can create more levels on the membership. So I was thinking maybe I should create another level, seeing as though this naming units for has driven up the membership by it's over double the amount of members for my channel. So I'm thinking I could, since it's seemingly popular, I could create a tier 2 where we would name generals after people. First I was actually thinking brigade commanders, so like all the grenadiers would be commanded by a brigade commander, but I thought that was going to be difficult to manage, so maybe just like a second tier would be to have a general named after you. But that's just an idea that I had. Anyways, let's go ahead and fight this battle and destroy the French. There won't be much of a battle plan to start off with, because at the start here we're only facing a single unit. Given the position of where he was placed, I imagine that the reinforcements would be turning up on his right. Because if I remember correctly, if this was the town, then he was stationed there. So that would mean the reinforcements would be coming here. But I'm guessing just along this side. So I'm gonna rush forward. So we got troops set up in column and we're gonna march like that. And I'm hoping to absolutely destroy these guys with cavalry. We'll try to... They'll probably advance. We'll try to get them disorganized and then hit them from multiple sides and destroy them that way. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. And it's going to tell us immediately. Okay, so they ended up on the wrong side. But close enough anyways to where I actually thought they were going. So with them coming in there, I would rather have cannons We'll order the cannons to move to this position right here. And then grenadiers in the line. And then these guys are now marching. We're gonna have the hussars swing out on a flank there. You'll advance at a slower pace. And then once these guys kind of get an idea that they want to attack these, to line up against that, that is when... Oh, they formed square, the bastards. Alright. We're not going to ride straight into a square. However, I do have lined units. Light units. It's the Chasseur Cheval Guard coming up. Okay, the enemy's cavalry is closing in faster than I thought they would be. I'm gonna get my guys into line as soon as possible. Since they've got so much cavalry, I don't want to waste the potential of my cavalry right at the start here. Looks like my plan to rush towards the enemy isn't gonna work. Right, the light troops are opening fire. It's long range, so they're not doing that much damage as of yet. They stay in square. I'm gonna order the troops forward. Just to note, we've got the first Isadores over there. And then Lezier, Forcom, Arona, and the 24th. Oh, their cavalry is coming after my cavalry. I'm gonna order 3 infantry units to this side, while the other 3 will go to this wooded area right here. Not entirely sure why the grenadiers were messing about like that. Grenadiers, hold fire. I will order the light troops to retreat. It's probably best if you form square. The light troops have passed. Open fire. Light troops ordered to this side. General over there. These 3 units. Prepare yourself, and then we'll march through the woods. You just shot straight into the flank of this. That's great, isn't it? We'll line the light troops up like this. The 3 in the back will hold fire, so we'll only allow the first one to fire. I think this one will snag onto the square as well, so I don't not too worry about that. To avoid any more friendly fire on the square, I'm going to order the grenadiers to advance. Alright, the light troops opened up. Maybe these ones to open up as well. I'll pull the light troops back slightly and then order all of them to fire, as it looks like the enemy is now going for the infantry regiments. They're going for the square again. The square has actually lost quite a few men. And then these will be ordered into line. And the middle one, actually he's switching position, of course. So we got Major now setting up on that side. Our ability to shoot down the enemy is heavily impeded by the woods. However, the enemy is trying to charge into prepared lines, and it's certainly not working out for them. I'm gonna keep the cannons a bit back. I'm hoping to be able to kind of fire above my lines. I'm gonna order this part to advance, so we can try and get below sort of where the cannon fire. Every single unit in this line is gonna switch position. Why, oh why? Whoever came up, what kind of sadist came up with this idea? Needs to something needs to happen to that guy. It could be. What I'm thinking is it could probably be the update that the TA pushed through. Arona Grenadiers fighting hard. But kind of foolish to move out of line like that and be singled out by the enemy. Yeah, move back into formation. Alright, they're still trying to flank us out here. Form square. And then let's march up and see if we can't take control of this wood. I'm gonna hold back the light troops for a bit more. There's still plenty of cavalry out there. As of yet, I've not used my cavalry. I'm gonna move dragoons and one of the hussars over to that side. I'm gonna keep the other hussar somewhere out here. You can drop your square and move forward. Another head-on attack onto the grenadiers. It certainly did not work out. I want to drop this from its square. But it's lost 100 men. And I'm not gonna drop it. Oh. Cannons decided to fire. It worked because they fired above my units. But the enemy is a little bit too close for me to risk firing yet once more. Okay, can you hurry into position there? I'm thinking something like that. To start off with anyways. These grenadiers have lost a lot. I want to see if I can try and get the light troops in around that position. Currently the enemy cavalry is just running ahead of their infantry, breaking apart on our defensive positions. You know what? You are pretty much free to fire. This one's not great because we placed the guys operating the cannon in front of the cannon. Squares are obviously good, but I would suggest only really forming square if you're not prepared, set up in prepared lines. If you're in prepared lines, it's much better to hold them unless you're like they get a real proper good charge at you. Otherwise I would say hold the lines for the most part, and the enemy's charges will get destroyed. Let's go ahead and join the line here actually. As most of their army was cavalry, it seems like most of their army is destroyed. I say that though when most of their infantry, probably here, is not even visible. Now it looks like, yeah, they're coming on here. We're gonna bring these guys a little bit back and into the woods. You know what? I don't know who's in command of the infantry on this side, but he decides to switch position on all of them constantly. We're trying to hit this guy over here. You know what? I'm gonna move the cannons. There's old guard and stuff there. I want to move this cannon up to here so we can actually aid Major with canister. And you can continue because you seem to be hitting this one right here. And now I think we'll swing out the grenadiers like that. And then we get these infantry to take control of that high ground together with the light troops. And then the hussars should move a lot further around to get at the enemy. The enemy is advancing on this, so we want to be set up to attack them. So we got the dragoons here, the hussars. Obviously the dragoons are better at more frontal charges. The ground isn't great here, because you see, at the level of the cannon, they would have to roll quite a bit far up to actually be able to level canister at the enemy. Alright, you're actually almost shooting the secondary cannon, that's not great. What I'm looking at here as well is that I could have my grenadiers move up this and down and attack them. So we're kind of creating a position where we can probably destroy them right here. Okay, so one thing that I do see is we've got like the old guard coming up there. So we've got kind of a safe spot here for the light companies to set up. And then the infantry will hold this right here. Okay, that's a conscript unit. Nothing really dangerous. This cannon kind of stuck in the underbrush of the woods. Or I want you to advance then so you can actually hit this one. I feel also there's a little bit... I'm a little bit annoyed sometimes with how they select who they're firing at. Because sometimes I catch units where only like a part of it is firing at the unit they're actually facing. Canister would work pretty well here actually. Oh, what's this? First guard and young guard. Oh crap. Infantry move back. I'm gonna need that cavalry right over there immediately. I'm gonna push the general over there. Alright, cannon set up. Ready to fire canister. These two grenadiers need to move up to support the other two, as we've got guards coming down the hill. I don't want to be caught by all of this. They're scared just seeing the old guard. Or the fact that they're being bombarded by cannons. That could also probably help. Get rid of that one. Light troops fall back further. The enemy is actually opening up a hole in my line by moving the troops through. This is not great. Wait, where is this cannon? I want you to turn here and prepare canister that way. Got some German shit line infantry setting up there. Okay, so the guards made it through. But they're kind of stuck now. They've kept moving and moving and we've been pulling back. You know what? Rather than having the hussars go there, I want them to go here instead. The light troops are probably doing quite the number on the old guard. The general coming around. We're gonna put it on canister but tell it to hold fire. Okay, they're... I guess the chance for attack is through here now, actually. And I'll order the hussars to go through that way. Okay, we got the old guard out of the way. I'm ordering the light troops forward. You will go back to your position here, ready to flank. And then we'll reorganize the troops here in a way that we can work up them. Now, we do have the young guard right here. But I'm hoping that they do not stay long here, actually. Right. You know what? I think we got it. I'll just order the canister to hold fire right now. We've got the grenadiers charging in. I've got the cavalry coming from above. falling down upon them. And the guard is broken. These guys now present their arse to my hussars. Light troops. Where should I order you? Alright, they're killing all of these. The hussars ordered into a charge. It's an uphill charge, so against grenadiers, so not good. But let's make sure that we break these. Okay, grenadiers. Reorganize. And now the infantry from the woods will move forward in the attack. The grenadiers are broken. Let's have the hussars follow the guards. And then the 3 line infantry units will organize themselves. Slowly move forward there. Let's see Major. Let's have him go for see what he can do. Hold fire. It's a conscript unit. But that's how it is sometimes. Some easy targets. Continue on. Oh, they're setting up guns here. And the hussars are now being attacked by the enemy's cuirassiers. They need to get out of there. Alright, let's try not to shoot down our own unit. They continue the charge up the hill. The rest of these following. Going on the attack. Alright, you broke that unit as well. Set up and prepare to fend off the Landwehr regiment that is coming up. Cuirassiers. They're still fresh, but they're going uphill into 3 prepared lines. I'm gonna send over the general just to support. Actually, you probably need it over here. Alright, Major will lead a charge, followed by the entire Grenadier Brigade. Coming down the hill into the Landwehr. Oh, you're running? Canister shot. God damn you. It's bloody 12-pounders. The general of this unit, or the commander of that unit, was killed immediately. Now, unfortunately for me... Ooh! Oh, now I know why that unit routed. I was trying to get as close to the cannons as possible, hoping that they... yeah, that unit, I can understand why that left. They probably lost 100 men just in that charge. That was not a great... Oh, he's back? He's back just in time for me to order the bloody hussars to attack him. Well, I got another one. We're gonna bring in both of them. I'm sure his unit is fresh. Let's keep the hussars off. Form square. The battle is over anyways. The battle is over. It's just the cuirassier that I need to deal with. And overall, given the troops that the enemy possessed, I'm still pretty happy with the result of this battle. here's the result. We basically deployed the same amount of troops, around 4,800. They had 4,600. They lost 4,000 men. I lost 1,334. Let's go ahead and say who killed what in terms of our grenadiers, followed by line infantry, followed by line infantry, grenadiers. No surprise, a lot of these were held on the front there. Highest losses, an infantry unit that lost 166 men. Killed a lot as well. Could it be the one that got hit by canister? Could be. Could definitely be. Unfortunately, this does not resolve the battle of this, and unfortunately I wasn't able to really chase them down, and with this they're actually strong enough that I have to play it a second time. However, this time around they have just cavalry and militia. They stand no chance whatsoever against the force of Pompeo Gambarelli. An absolute waste of time. I only lost 300 men and entirely annihilated their force. Highest kills goes to dragoons, followed by cannon, followed by the voltigeurs. At these alone, I basically destroyed their force. And so there was nothing really to do about that. Now, I do have the possibility of creating Hessel Kessel, and originally I think the Prussians probably gonna take it, but it's funnier if I go ahead and create it as their own nation, isn't it? Damn, they should have built a what's it called? Supply depot there. Has the British built one? Yeah, the British have actually built one, but I'm currently not allied with them. They keep breaking the alliance. But I can ally with them. I can move over. It's gonna cost me a little bit, but I can move over and then I can get a resupply from that. Or what does the Prussians have in this area? They have a supply. Oh, that's for the Berlin region, right? Is it? I think it is, right? Unfortunately, and there's nothing. There's just a university in this one, and they don't have anything there. Closest supply depot to replenish my troops is in Hanover, so we should head to Hanover. Damn. Well, that was good progress though, moving in there. Let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, it just landed. Let's go ahead and make sure that we take that though by the end of this episode. Well, I kind of knew it was going to happen. I didn't, but at the same time I was surprised when it happened. The Prussians immediately declared war on the Hessians. Now, the thing why I was a little bit skeptical that they would declare war on them was because just during that end turn, the French took Saxony. They took Dresden. So I was like, I don't think the Prussians gonna add on by declaring war on this little nation. Also, I do enjoy the fact that the Prussians moved up and for some reason decided to guard the bridge here, blocking it for my general to continue moving and hopefully link up with the rest of our forces. And also here I do realize that my replenishment stopped. So it's most likely because we're no longer allied with the British. God damn it, Britain. I don't know what you're doing. I guess we really desperately need to help the Prussians then. Because if they lose Berlin, they won't be doing much. So far, they haven't done much anyways, but I don't want the French to gain control of that. So we're gonna move in through here. We're getting far, far away from protecting the holdings that we do have in France. But at least I get proper replenishment from a proper ally. Masonic Lodge. Ah yeah, I've lost so many spies that I built the Masonic Lodge here to try and get my spies back. I was spawning a lot of them for a while, but now it completely stopped and I started losing a few in different missions, so I want them back. We also have French troops moving forward. Quite two nasty units moving forward to fight here. It's going to be an interesting battle to fight those. I was hoping I'd be able to get these guys to turn back by immediately having this one move down and attack here or start putting pressure down here. But no, the Prussians decided to block me. Great. At least Italy is safe. They keep going for Paris, and that's good. As that is happening, we obviously is going to end on a high note, and that is the reconquest. Constantinople. I can create the Ottoman Empire, but I feel as though that's not a good idea, because the Ottoman Empire usually like fights the... They don't fight with the coalition, let's say that. So we're gonna peacefully occupy it. Attacking general, good. We're gonna replenish our forces, and then we're gonna hand this over to the Greeks. I don't know what happens to these units, but God knows. Seeing as though this area is safe, I think we will continue. So I will be taking my army further. Oh, you know what? We can almost hit that. We can hit that. But I won't be getting the replenish. You know what? Screw the replenishment. Do I need to? I need to bring my cannons with me. And I don't think you can't attack a settlement without the cannons, can you? Okay, so only the general could make it. Oh, I could actually. Great. And we are victorious. I can create Romania. Romania Bucharest? Fine, yes. Wonderful. And we get great replenishment from these. We should move into this army then. Let's see if we can merge everyone again. No. So everyone but this unit is getting replenishment. Do they have a depot here? No, we just get it because the Romanians are such good people. That's why we gained so much replenishment here. That's good. Right, that means that we took 3 territories from the French this episode. So we're attacking the French from 2 sides. Now this is very weak area. Looks like the Russians are going forward here. Now I'm wondering if the Russians going to go ahead and declare war on Romania. Do I get minus with other nations? Because they're not happy that I'm breaking alliances with the factions, these smaller factions that are getting destroyed. Great Britain doesn't like me because alliances were not honored. Minus 24. That's not that much minus points. That's not much at all compared to territorial expansion. They don't like that, which is kind of odd because they've taken all of Spain. Although I have taken all of France, and I'm becoming a real power player here in the greater scheme of things. How much do I make from my protectorates? Currently nothing from Romania. That's obviously going to change. 1,000 from Greece, 1,000 from Bretagne, and 1,000 from Catalonia. I was thinking Bretagne I should get more. They have 2 areas. Huh. Maybe I should hand over more of France to Brittany, and in so doing getting the French off my back, or them constantly attacking this way. What I think it could do is, for the sake of expediency, I could attack and do this off camera, because I feel like that battle there is going to slow me down a bit. But I think that's one of those, we'll see what a mood I'm in next time I'm recording. Clearly this army is doing really well, so it should continue on its rampage. Oh, we got Napoleon here. I don't think that this army cannot stand up to a proper army, especially one led by Napoleon. So maybe we should cool it a little bit. I just noticed that the roads here are the good roads. These are also good roads. Why can't I build good roads? I don't know. I'm Rome. I should be building good roads. I guess that technology was lost on us. Anyways, here's not where today's battle was. Anyways, with that said, I'll say as I always say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.